Hi, I'm going to talk to you about 3.1 international transportation. In this case, we're going to talk about airlines that fly from New Zealand to Pacific Island countries of Fiji, Cook Islands, Tonga and New Caledonia. The first thing that you need to do is read this information here, this part. The second thing you need to do is open the international transportation information in your Google document. So what I did was I right-clicked and I opened in a new link, and it will come up with this information. What you need to do is you need to make sure that you list all direct airline services. That means non-stop. You need to identify for each the 3-letter airport codes, the operating carrier, which means the airline's name, and the time that it takes to fly between New Zealand and each specified Pacific Island country. So I need you to fill out the table below. What I have done is I have gone back to the site, and at the top of the site, because you need to read this first, I have opened up the House of Travel. So I have right-clicked onto this and opened in a new link. The House of Travel will open. You need to make sure that your flight is one way. You need to select a city. I'm going from Auckland and I'm going to arrive in Brisbane. When you are departing, just pick a random date. It doesn't matter the date. It does for some Pacific Island countries, and that's why it's important to read the front page. And they were Tonga and New Caledonia. Make sure when you select a flight that it's also within 6 months, because anything over won't be able to be sorted. So I'm going to select Saturday the 27th. I am one adult and I'm going to search flights. You'll see that with House of Travel, when it stops, those are some of the airlines that it's saying go from your destination to where you want to go. You need to know the carriers. So the carriers are listed on the left hand side: China Airlines, Emirates, Qantas, Air New Zealand, and be very careful with this one. This is not Australia. Australia is a country. This is Virgin Australia, the airline. You need to look at the time that it departs and the time that it arrives. Don't use these times because they are not the elapsed time. Because of the time difference, if I was to try and calculate that, I would be incorrect. It is the non-stop time, the time listed under that word underlined non-stop. So China Airlines would depart Auckland and go to Brisbane, and it would take 3 hours and 40 minutes. So what I need to do is I need to write here, for example, and we'll just choose one. My carrier is going to be Qantas. Do not add a U. Qantas does not have a U. The elapsed time is 3 hours and 40 minutes. Make sure you put in the quantifiers, the hour word and the minute word. You also need to include the source. So what I'm going to do is highlight the URL, Control C, and then I'm going to go to my document, Control V, and paste it in. I also need to know the 3-letter airport code. So if I right-click on this and open link, it will take me to the country abbreviations. I'm going to do Australia first. Click on A for Australia and scroll down. It is in alphabetical order. So I'm going to go to Australia, and the place that I'm going to arrive in Australia is Brisbane. So if I go to Brisbane International Airport, the 3-letter code is BNE. So I'm going to go back to my document. I'm going to write BNE, and I also need to write the name, Brisbane International Airport. That's where I'm arriving. My departure was Auckland. So if I go back to the same place, top of the page, click on N for New Zealand, scroll down, New Zealand, and I'm after Auckland. Again, this is in alphabetical order. So Auckland International Airport, the IATA code is the 3-letter code that we need. So Auckland is AKL. and it's Auckland International Airport. So back to my document, AKL, and I need to type Auckland International Airport. You need to continue to do this, fill in this table for direct flights from Auckland to Fiji, the Cook Islands, Tonga and New Caledonia.